And welcome to Sports Talk on another beautiful Tuesday evening. We're going to have a great time this evening once again on the Tuesday edition. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, along with my good friend Big Don for Big Don Production. What's up, my brother?
Everything's good. Everything's good.
And this show is being produced by Big Don. Also, Kendall Tyson, Every Moment Move.
Every moment move. Enjoying myself here.
All right. The legend, all the way to my right. What's up, Bruce? How you doing?
Everything beautiful, brother. Everything beautiful.
All right. Pastor T, congratulations. 9 years celebration, Basileia. How you doing, brother? God bless you, Pastor.
Doing well, man. God is good, man. Appreciate you, bro.
That's good. All right, Henry, what's up? All the way from Florida, Jacksonville. How you doing?
I am doing fabulous. How are you guys?
I am blessed, man. I am blessed. It's good to be back today on a beautiful Tuesday. We're going to start this show. We have a lot to talk about. We know an hour will go by fast. But let me first say happy birthday to my wife. I know she's enjoying.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Doreen.
Happy birthday. Happy house.
We'll drink that up.
Happy house, happy spouse.
Happy wife, happy life.
All right.
All true. All true.
Right there.
All true.
And also, see my man Nick. He's our electrician. He's at the house. I'm working, doing some electrical work. I know he's watching the show because my wife got the TV on. So, Nick, if you're watching, hello, my brother. I haven't seen you in a while. But, make sure everything is good when I get there. God bless.
What's up, Nick? I still remember you.
All right. And also, I'm waiting for Larry to come on and Bishop. Hopefully, he'll be on. Bishop Ernest Richard. He's on vacation. And maybe Larry Pearson might be coming on. But let's get started. Henry, I'll start with you, man. The Cowboys, they lost a devastating loss last night. They had a chance to win 3 in a row. I'm not saying they would have gotten the playoffs, but that would have been good for the Cowboys. How devastating of a loss was that for the Dallas Cowboys, man?
Well, it was a bad loss because that was the game. If he didn't touch the ball, we got the ball with our field goal kicker. We probably could have gotten in range and maybe won the game, but it didn't happen. Great break for Cincinnati because them and Dallas, both of them kind of seasons going the same way. Cincinnati got the break that they needed, and they pulled the game off.
But they had to hurt the Cowboys. What did Pastor?
Because either team's not going to the playoffs, but it was a good game. But both teams, they're really out of the playoffs.
That was a great game. It was a good game. Man. The Cowboys had a chance to win. Pastor T, you watched the game last night?
Yes, I did.
What you
Good
think about
game,
that?
man. Just one of the bad breaks. I tell you what I didn't like. I didn't like Michael Parsons' attitude on the bench. That sucked. That was terrible. I wouldn't even want him on my team. He's a great player, but not a great teammate.
Okay. What you think, Bruce? You're a Cowboy, man.
Yeah,
What do you think about Michael Parsons? What do you think about his attitude? Like Pastor's saying.
Yeah, I think he was just hurting, man, because that was a devastating loss. That's all that was.
Yes.
I mean, it ain't had nothing to do with the players. He was just hurt because they got so close. That was the passion he had for the game.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
You must haven't seen his podcasters this year. Then he's been throwing everybody but his mother under the bus.
Yeah, that was earlier.
See, when he said that before, when he said about the coach and the players, people took that out of context. What he was saying was guys like Martin and them guys, this was their last go round.
Okay.
Where the coach could go to any team they want.
That
ain't what he said, though. That's not what he said.
What he said.
No, he didn't. He said that Martin and Dad has done more than their coaches ever did. Their coaches got a Super Bowl ring. Martin ain't got none. Ain't even smelled the playoffs.
Yeah, but that
ain't
don't.
out of context.
What they did. He was talking about what they did for Dallas, not what he did in his career.
But listen,
them guys
when you're
all this time,
when you're in the business of communication, you should never have to somebody come back and tell you what you wanted to say. You're supposed to say what you're trying to say. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Yeah, well, you can put it anywhere you want, but he came back and said what he meant. You know what I mean?
After he got thrown,
that's what I go by.
Called out.
People think you know what I'm saying?
But that loss was really big. I mean, don't get me wrong. Neither team, like my brother said, going to the playoffs.
Yeah, so that's the last link.
Right. It wasn't like it was a loss that kept one of the teams out the playoffs. Yeah, but just the fact that both teams are trying to get that respect. Especially closing the year out. What do you think, Ken?
Well, I think Dallas is America's team, and I just think that for whatever reason, there's a lot of pressure that goes along with being that team and not making playoffs for as long as they haven't made the playoffs and living up to the expectations. So every loss in Dallas is like magnified. You know, if the Dallas Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl, I guarantee more people will watch the Super Bowl than any other team, maybe besides Kansas City now because of, you know, the whole, Pat Mahomes and Travis and the, Swifties. But I think it was a devastating loss for them because they have no shot at making up any ground when you got Philadelphia and Detroit in the NFC. You know,
Okay.
they're just playing for pride.
Okay. Don, go ahead, bro.
Well, when I turned my TV on, in the left-hand corner, I could see the Bengals. It said 4-8. Then I see the Cowboys. It said 5-7.
Yeah.
I said, I'm about to watch two losing teams here. Will it be really any good? And I said to myself, you know, the Bengals. I went with the Bengals. They really went downhill this year. This ain't the Bengals we've been watching previous.
Right.
These Bengals, you know, everybody like to get a quarterback all that credit, but these Bengals, they really suck. So yeah, I think it was a devastating loss. I mean, but it was a Cowboy type of loss. I mean, you got that block. You got that block that you needed. You know, from a man he blocked the kicker, and then the ball gonna hit the guy on the shoulder, and the Bengals gonna pick it up and run it in. Come on, that's a devastating loss.
That's the Leon Lett rule.
Because first of all, if you don't think you can catch the football, leave it alone. Because you know he's not a football guy.
They tell you get out the way.
Right, get out of the way.
But you know what? They had just signed this guy, I think maybe 2 days ago.
Okay, right.
But you know what else this did?
What's that?
This brought a lot of Cowboy fans back down to earth because the record been 12-5, I think, the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
The fans wasn't satisfied. They kept saying, we want more, we want more. So now they showed them what it was like. They went 3 or 4 years, 8-8, and didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now they really got something to cry about.
Hey, Larry, welcome, brother. How you doing, man?
Look at him grinning already.
Hey, Larry, call your sister too later on. It's her birthday, right?
Okay.
I'll give her a call after the show. You watched the game last night, the Cowboys. What you think, man, about that loss?
They played a pretty good game to start off with. They played pretty good. They was after them a little bit, you know, but overall they played well. And I think the fans really enjoyed their playing good, you know. So I gotta say, thumbs up to the Cowboys for even trying, because they could have just tanked.
Yeah,
but they did play, and they try to win. So.
Yeah, but that's Monday Night Football. You got to play on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it's a national game.
They can't tank in front of all the Cowboys fans.
Right.
Yeah.
They've been tanking all year.
They're representing America.
Hey, wait a second. They've been tanking all year.
They've been tanking all year.
Not on purpose, though. and I remember Bruce said when the guy, instead of catching the ball, hit him, he should have got out the way. But in that situation,
he reached out.
Yeah, you got to catch the ball in that situation.
Get out the way, Don.
Man.
Get out the way.
If
he got out the way, it would have been no problem.
That's the same thing Leon Lett did that Christmas, brother.
Yeah.
And all the snow
like you said, hands was like that. The ball here, he felt the hand.
hit his hand. He reached back for it.
No, right. He tried to get the ball.
Yeah, he tried to catch it.
No, they told him to get. They tell you to get out the way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I know he tried to get the ball, and I thought that would have been the thing to do.
You guys are football players.
Now, if he had caught it, would he been a hero then?
No, wasn't nothing.
No. You gotta let that one go.
No, the guys wouldn't have walked it in the way they did.
No, he didn't walk it in.
No, because we would have had the ball. It would have went to us if he'd just let it go.
Oh, so he shouldn't have caught that. I get it now.
He shouldn't have caught it.
He just should have let it go. No, if he'd have got the ball, the Cowboys would have had it. If he would have caught it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He didn't even have to go for it.
He had to go for it. Just leave it alone.
It was fourth down. And they wasn't gonna get another shot at it once it got blocked.
So
he needed to stay out the way. In that case, he needed to stay out.
Larry, it's your turn. Your Kansas City Chiefs, man. What's going on with these boys now? They're 12-1. All right, took a field goal, I believe it was, to watch that game on the comeback, and they win the game 19-17. Do some explaining now. Your boys looking good.
The proof is in the pudding. Some puddings it takes a long time to make, but they come out excellent. Kansas City is 12-1. They know exactly what to do, when to do it, they are prepping for the playoffs.
But
When
Larry,
the
how
playoffs-
long can they keep going like this though?
when the playoffs comes around, you're gonna see a difference. When they play Pittsburgh, you're gonna see them come out their bag. Okay, they're gonna come out their bag and they're gonna score 30. Watch.
Let me go, Henry. Now go, Pastor Henry. The Chiefs, man, are they in trouble or what?
Well, I won't say they're in trouble, but they keep skating. So the thing is, like the way this game went, the field goal kicked in the thing, the ball bounced off the field goal and went, but it went in. Upright. Normally, like that, it falls out. But Kansas City just keeps getting them breaks, man. They just keep finding a way to win. But
and they keep it up.
They luck is off to what Dallas do. Dallas is bad luck. They did good.
It ain't got nothing to do. You don't get 12-1 by luck. You don't get 12-1 by luck.
Right now, them in Detroit, both them and Detroit Lions are both 12-1. Detroit Lions didn't look that they were struggling on Thursday too, but
yeah,
they both 12-1.
That was a Green Bay's a good team.
Yeah,
Now. Go ahead, Pastor. Let me go, Pastor. Go ahead, Pastor. I'm the Kansas City Chiefs.
Like you said, man. I know. Kendall said about the Cowboys American team, and I said last time I was on, but the Chiefs is God's team. That usually when that ball hit that upright like that, it usually bounced the other way. Kansas City, it went through. We just watched the game after that. He hit the upright and it bounced left. I mean, they is skating, man. I'll tell you what, though, man, they better get it. They better get this thing straightened out. You would hate for them to go all the way to the Super Bowl and lose like that, because I thought against the Raiders, that was a good time. You get those get right games, Black Friday, same thing, man. The Raiders came back on them, should have beat them, but they won. But they better get it right. They just don't look like the same Chiefs. But the thing is, they know how to win. They know how to win. But if they get in there with a good offensive team like they did when they played Buffalo, they're going to be in trouble.
Go ahead, Bruce. Chiefs, what do you think?
Listen, like I said, they luck is just opposite of what Dallas is. If that would happen to Dallas,
they're good.
They win it. I mean,
luck is luck there, right?
Hey,
good
man,
luck, bad luck.
Hey,
bad luck.
I tell you, it's better to be lucky than good. They win it. I mean,
now you don't want to hear about the luck part. You don't hear about
they're
the
doing
luck.
just enough to win. I mean, that's what you.
But it is a luck, though. Like Eddie said, hit the goalpost.
Sure,
it's going.
Hit the goalpost.
Hey, if you do it every time, you come back every time, it's not considered luck.
Nah, come on, you gotta have a little luck to win now.
Hey, think about this. They did the same thing 15 times in a row.
Oh, they have luck 50 times. Not all the games like that. Go ahead, Kendall.
Listen, the bottom line is that what are they, 12-1?
Yeah, like I said, they know how to win.
And they're winning the close games, which means they're playoff ready. So they're showing us something very interesting. They are like 15 or 16 straight one possession games. So they're not winning these games by 14 and 21. They're winning the close games. So they're battle tested for the playoffs. So I just see the three-peat is still in effect.
Again, we understand all that, and they're battle tested for the playoffs. Yeah. But how long can you keep going on? Because remember the playoffs.
Until he goes to Disney World.
But the playoffs is only one game now, one and
right. And if they play the way they're playing,
they're
going to be so used to these close games that when they get into the playoffs, they're just going to mosey on through. They're not blowing people out like a lot of the teams that came in blowing everyone out. Get to the playoffs and play that grinding game. They're showing us something. Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in the whole NFL, but he's not playing the best this year, and they're still winning.
Well, just look, but let me ask you this:
right.
How many Tuesdays did we come in here and ask each other the same question?
Right. That's right.
How long can they skate by like this?
That's it.
Every week we have the same question.
And they're 12-1.
And what's the bottom line? They won though.
They won.
Yeah. I just wanted to say the way the season started with the Baltimore Ravens game, with the toe on it just shows how the season was going to go with Kansas City. Like Bruce was saying, every Tuesday, we say it can't keep going, but they're doing it. But my only concern is one of the things is the offensive line. because you guys have seen Patrick Mahomes. He got how many times he got sacked against the Chargers, man. So now when they go against Pittsburgh or some other teams, and they get in the playoffs, because hopefully he doesn't get hurt, because he's been getting hit a lot.
Yeah,
they played Pittsburgh game after next, and you'll see.
Okay.
Well, he's a smart quarterback too. You look at a lot of them plays where he in desperate mode. He know exactly where to run. He know exactly how to hit them holes to get away from them linemen.
Yeah.
He knows the game. He get away. He know when to release it. I mean, he does special. Like somebody said, man.
He's a
special.
Hall of Fame quarterback if he walked off the field right now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Pastor Walt hit the nail on the head. America's team, God's team. You can't go against all the way with the 1 point win, because if they're God's team, if God got their back, they're going all the way. So we can sit there every week and say how long it's going to last. It can last all the way. That's for sure.
Got the hand
It can last that last game, they can win by 1 point.
There's the vision.
All the
You
way.
guys put God in it. God given Chiefs favorite.
Every talent that Pat Mahomes got came from who?
God.
All right. Every talent he got came from God.
All right, okay. Well, it is a Christian show.
Yeah.
All right, we're on a gospel station, so I'm not going to go against that. Hey, Bob, how you doing, man?
What's up, Bob?
All right, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing great.
All right, Bob.
We get you, Bob, but why don't you start off with the Giants? We want to hear that story.
Yeah.
We never start off with the Giants all year, Bob. We want to hear a story about the Giants, Bob.
I will talk about the Giants.
Start with them.
Not right at the moment, because my sport we're going to talk about, I'm going to change the hemisphere and go to the warmer sport in the summertime.
Baseball, my
Talk about the highest paid player in MLB history.
Juan Soto.
Yes, sir.
Juan Soto's leaving the Yankees and joining the Mets, reportedly for 15 years, and his contract is going to be worth $765 million.
Woo.
Highest paid in all of professional.
And none of it deferred. All of his money, all of his money up front.
The contract also includes an opt-out after 5 seasons, and he gets a $75 million signing bonus. Now, the Mets beat out the Red Sox, Blue Jays, Dodgers, and of course the Yankees, who are all looking to get Soto. He's only 26 years old. He's batted .288 with a career-high 41 home runs last season. And also joining Soto will be pitcher Clay Holmes, who's leaving the Yankees. He got a 3-year, $38 million contract with the Mets team.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob, before you go on, they gave Soto a suite, too, for his family.
Oh, they sure did. But anyhow, I'm just getting breaking news coming out of New York. It comes from the Yankees. They just agreed to a 8-year, $218 million deal with pitcher Max Fry. He was a free agent. He had played for the Braves. That's the most I've ever, I believe that's the most ever paid to a left-handed pitcher. Wow. Also joining, I mentioned that. Let's go to closer. Jordan Romano. He signed a 1-year deal with the Phillies worth $8.5 million. He was with the Blue Jays and has had an injury-riddled season. Former Red Sox Tyler O'Neill, he signed a 3-year deal with the Orioles, $49.5 million. San Francisco Giants agree with free agent shortstop Willie Adames, 7 years, $182 million. Shane Bieber, the pitcher, and the Guardians agree to a 1-year deal worth $10 million. Dick Allen and Dave Parker, remember those guys?
Hall of Fame.
Played with the Phillies, Parker with the Pirates. They've been elected to Baseball's Hall of Fame by the Classic Era Committee. Michael Conforto reached the 1-year deal worth $17 million with the Dodgers. Now he's going to flip around in the state there this year. Hall of Famer Ryan Sandberg, some sad news, says his cancer has returned. He was the Cubs' third baseman for years. Let's go on to football now. The Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow's home was broken into last night during the Monday Night Football game. Cowboys. There's no word on what was taken. And Dallas's DeMarvin Overshawn has torn multiple ligaments in his knee and will have surgery this week. I wonder if he's out for the rest of the season. Panthers running back Jonathan Brooks here's his ACL in his knee. His season is over. Raiders quarterback Ace O'Connell suffered bone bruises in his knee. And the Packers safety, they lose their safety, Evan Williams, with a concussion. Cornerback Steven Nelson unretires and signs with the Chiefs. Running back Shaquan Barkley sets the Eagles' single-season rushing mark, moving past LaShawn McCoy. And here's what I have about the Giants. I don't have too much to say, but I know the audience will like this one. Before the game on Sunday, a small plane flew over MetLife Stadium, and it had a banner at the end of them implored to owner John Mara to fix the dumpster fire. I don't know if you guys know that, but that was before the game, 90 minutes before, I understand. On the college, UConn will take on North Carolina in the Wasabi Fenway Bowl on December 28th in Boston. Purdue has hired UNLV Barry Odom to be their next head football coach. We have the Heisman Trophy up and coming this Saturday on ESPN. And Travis Hunter from Colorado is a finalist. And New Haven's own Tyler Booker, who's doing very well in Alabama, is being targeted by the Texans in the upcoming NFL draft. The AP has Oregon number 1, Georgia is second, and Notre Dame third. Texas, who lost along with Penn State, has fallen to 4th and 5th place. Tennessee is the new number 1 in men's college basketball. UConn moved up from number 25 to 18. Women's poll, UCLA still number 1, followed by number 2, UConn, and in third is South Carolina. The NBA Lakers, LeBron James has a sore foot. He sat out Sunday's game against the Trailblazers. It was some time to rest. I don't think the Lakers play again until Friday. The Pelicans' Brandon Ingram has an ankle sprain. He's out indefinitely. Also out is the Magic's Franz Wagner with a torn oblique. There's only 2 games on tap tonight in the NBA. On the ice in the NHL, the Bruins and Jets, Kings Islanders, Maple Leaf Devils, and last night the Rangers lost to the lowly Blackhawks. And one final note, UConn's AZ Fudd has a knee sprain. And let's all sing happy birthday to Jerry Green's wife, Dory, who's celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday, Doreen.
Got all UConn girls play Notre Dame girls tonight.
And AZ Fudd may not be able to play.
Yeah.
That's the latest word I'm getting on her. And also, I wanted, Jerry, I know we'll talk more about it, the Big Don Jerry Green Christmas toy drive.
That's right, Bob.
Coming up in West Haven this month, and I know you'll talk more about it, Jerry.
That's right. Thank you, Bob. December 21st.
All right, bro.
We'll let you off the hook with them Giants, Bob. I know you don't want to really talk about it. We'll let you off the hook, Bob.
Okay. All right. Let me just say this is our sports talk on the Tuesday edition. We're live on WJRG television network, produced by Big Don, the Big Don production. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, Big Don. Every Moment Move, Kendall Tyson. The legend on my right, Bruce Austin. We have Pastor Walter Teague, Basilea, my brother Henry Green in Jacksonville, Florida, in the warm weather. I don't know if it's still cold down there. And also my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. I'm going to start with you, Pastor. The LA Rams, they beat the Buffalo Bills 44-42. Are you excited for your Rams or what, man? Come on, let's talk about your Rams.
Yeah, definitely. I've told you all year. They ain't going to Super Bowl, but I like their team. They're young. They play hard. And now the 2 wide receivers are healthy. They're a problem, man. They're going to be a problem. They are a high-powered offense, and they got a hungry young defense. The only reason I didn't go with them is because their secondary is not that good. And Josh Allen, even though you said Patrick Mahomes is, Josh Allen is the best quarterback in football. And I didn't think that they would be able to hold him down, but their offense is off the chain, and they exposed the Bills secondary. Because I'm excited for him, and I love the way their coach is coaching now. Because he's got out the box. Before he was just keep trying to run that zone sweep to the outside, and then kick the ball away. But now he's running up the middle with Kyron Williams. He's using a running game. He's using a tight end, and he's evolved. So yeah, I'm excited about him.
All right,
I'm excited about the Rams.
The pastor said that Josh Allen's the best quarterback in football. What about the Rams?
The stats.
That's not true. You know, you can't believe that. But
That's true.
I am delighted that the Rams beat Buffalo. They played a great game. They exposed the Bills. Like, I knew their secondary is suspect. And if you got to be Seabers, you can take the Bills all day. And I think that's why Kansas City going to get them. Because Buffalo got to go through the Ravens and maybe Pittsburgh to get to Kansas City. So we'll see how that leaves us.
Kansas City, don't forget now. Buffalo did beat them now.
The only team to beat them.
Only team to beat them this year now. So don't get too
But Buffalo got to beat the Ravens. They got to go through the Ravens. And they might have to go through the Steelers.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, it's going to be tough in the AFC. It's going to be tough. Henry, what you think about we talked about the Rams and Buffalo. What you think about the Rams?
Well, the game was a great game, but the Rams offense is really good. And so I think they're going to have 4 games left in the regular season now.
Something like
Give
that.
or take, something like that. So playoff time come around, the Rams are going to be a dangerous team, whoever they play in the first round, you know, in the playoffs. They might upset somebody in the NFC because of their offense. They got a great offense, man. And Matt Stafford, he's out with the receivers that they have, the running game. It'd be interesting, you know, and the players one and done.
That's right. Go ahead, Bruce. What you think, man?
Yeah, everybody healthy with the Rams now.
They're dangerous like that?
Oh, yeah, they're dangerous. If they do make it in the playoffs.
Okay, NFC.
Don't nobody want to play them.
Nobody want to play him?
No, they're good and healthy, man. They got a good quarterback.
Oh, yeah, because he won the Super Bowl, about 4 years ago? Something like that.
His first year.
Yeah, So he know how to win. He won the Super Bowl.
Only thing, like Walt said, his secondary is a little suspect.
But every team got a little weakness, though.
No, yeah, but I'm saying you can't have no secondary weakness when you're going up for the big one. You know what I mean?
All right, go ahead, Doc.
But their offense is good enough now.
Can they beat Detroit? Can they beat Philly?
Yeah. Beat any of them.
Okay, so that's good. All right.
They will,
right,
but they can't.
Any given Sunday.
They got to be any given
Sunday.
But
they got the team that can beat them.
They got the team that can beat them.
Go ahead, Doc.
Well, you got to say they got the team because they beat Buffalo. So once you beat Buffalo, you know you can beat some of them other teams out there.
Right.
That's big names. So
okay.
Yeah, I think the Rams are. I'm gonna have to agree with Pastor on this all the way. They're really good. They're exciting to watch right now.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna go all the way, and I don't think we're gonna see Buffalo there either. So
but that was a great game, man. That was a great game.
Well, Walter Josh Allen's the best quarterback in football, so if he
ain't gonna win.
Look,
I can go by the past.
That's why they play the game.
Look. You guys listen. You guys gonna make it sound like they're gonna win when they still behind the Chiefs. They still never proved anything.
They beat the Chiefs.
See, they still behind
They
them.
beat the Chiefs this year.
Like who said it? They got to beat a couple teams to get to the
So
Chiefs.
what?
And right now, those teams they ain't gonna beat.
You don't know that?
They're not gonna beat those. They can't beat the Rams.
Yeah,
They're not gonna beat them to get there.
What they saying is
They're not gonna get there. So Jerry always jump up and say, "I can't say that." Yes, I can, because you can go by the record and you can say it.
Yeah, but they're talking about the best quarterback right now. Right. now, Josh Allen is considered the best.
To me, the best don't lose.
Get the MVP.
To me, the best don't lose.
But Lamar Jackson.
But ain't nobody in the
Still a loser.
Patrick Mahomes ain't undefeated. They always say he's the best.
He only lost one.
Yeah, but Josh Allen had lost for what? One lap before last night too.
He lost 3. This is third one. This is third loss.
Third one, but I mean, he played
the best.
Right now.
The best got 2 rings and going for 3.
Who's the leading candidate for MVP right
the
now?
best got 2 rings and going for 3. It don't matter.
Mahomes got 3 rings going for 4.
Quarterback, the best got 2 rings and going for 3.
Pat Mahomes?
He got 3 going for 4.
He's got 3 rings going before, but 3 peats is
I
what I
thought he
meant
had
to
4
say.
already.
No, he's got
We're
3
talking about best
3 peats is
quarterback
what I
playing
meant.
right now.
He lost
Right
to Tom
now.
Brady.
Josh Allen.
He's going for a 3 peat.
Josh, he ain't got no rings.
We ain't saying overall. That ain't what we said.
Right.
That ain't what I said. I
He's
said
got
right
no
now.
rings.
So you sitting here right now,
Yeah,
you gonna guarantee Josh Allen gonna make it and he
I'm
gonna
not
beat the
guaranteeing
Chiefs?
anything, but you can't go by the
I'm
past.
I can go by that
You play
because
the game.
right now they're still behind the Chiefs.
No, but you can't go by what happened last year. You play the game.
I can go by that because the Chiefs are winning this year.
But the Chiefs
The
are winning.
Chiefs are number 1.
But they
So
didn't
if I
win the-
want to
but
say
they didn't win
that
the Super Bowl
Josh
yet.
Allen ain't
But they
number
didn't win-
1, I can
But
say
they
it.
didn't win the Super Bowl yet. They're winning, but they didn't win
Who
the Super Bowl.
who the closest to it?
You know what?
Nobody.
The Chiefs are the closest. Come
Go
on.
ahead, Ken.
There was a time, I'm gonna equate it to this. There was a time that we know, I'm looking at the LeBron James, basketball, and there was a time in which we know that LeBron James, best player in the game, Steph Curry was unanimous MVP one year. Do you remember that? There was a time that Michael Jordan was the best player in the game, but when Barkley went to Phoenix, he won the MVP. What we're saying now is that, yeah, Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. Josh Allen is just probably playing better right now
That's all.
at this time.
That's all.
Preach, Kendall. Preach, Kendall.
You know, right now, if you look at him, you see that boy run left. If you're watching
He
Josh
played a
Allen,
great game, man.
he's
Yeah.
playing. He's
Saw the
playing.
game like y'all did.
tell you what.
And let's tell what happened to Barkley since you want to talk about
Oh,
that.
Barkley right there with him now.
Yeah, Barkley right there with him.
Oh,
Come on, you talking about Charles Barkley?
Quarterback.
No.
You was talking. You say he went to the NBA and he brought up Charles Barkley, who went out without a ring at all.
Oh no.
Who went-
What I'm saying,
He went to the
Josh
NBA.
Allen,
And
I thought you were
all I'm
talking
saying
about
is
that.
that
did you go to the NBA and did you bring up Charles Barkley?
I
And
sure
how
did.
many rings did you bring up he
Okay,
got?
but I also brought Steph Curry. But all I'm saying is that there's a time in which you have the most talented player, but you may have a player at that time playing better. I mean, and we can have that argument with Bird and Magic. It just depending on the
I
year.
give you a better one than
Two
that.
guys with 2 rings though.
Steve
Bird and
Nash
Magic.
Yeah.
getting it 2 years in a
He got
row.
2 years in a row.
Over Shaq and Kobe.
Over
Yeah.
Shaq.
Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, remember that?
He
Yeah.
got that,
You
but
say that.
I don't
Yeah.
believe it. So we talking about another guy with no ring? Would you guys give me somebody at least with a ring?
Yeah, but MVP,
Now you got your ring again.
MVP in regular season, not
You want to give these guys all this credit.
But no ring.
Pat Mahomes number 1. Just that simple.
Tom Brady was playing better than anybody with Randy Moss, but we know that he ran up against Eli Manning, who played better at the time in the Super Bowl. It's just that sometimes,
They had luck too. Giants had luck. Giants had a little
that's
luck.
what you need.
They had a little
yeah,
luck. They had a little
They
luck.
had a great defensive line, is what they had.
That's luck.
A great defensive line is what the Giants had. They could not keep the defensive line off of Brady. Brady can't run. He like Lamar Jackson. They ran up against the Giants. They had a great defensive line and had reserves coming off the bench. You know, JPP and all them guys coming off the bench. That's why they beat the Patriots. You know, and they proved that last game of the season. They was like, wait a minute, we can get the Brady, and they did it. They didn't want to see them in the Super Bowl. And they
So
saw it, and they
that
lost.
wasn't no fluke, right? That wasn't no fluke, right? Them 2 wins, the Giants.
No, that was their defense. It's matchups. Sometimes matchups is just the thing.
Holyfield beat Mike Tyson twice in his prime.
But
They did it twice.
They did it twice.
That Saturday night in Giants Stadium. They did beat them, going down in their perfect season. So, like I said, they just have to, like I said, maybe any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
They lost.
Antonio Tarver beat Roy Jones twice. I'm just saying.
Because the Patriots would have never lost on that Saturday, I believe, all right, and won the Super Bowl.
Oh,
They go undefeated.
definitely.
And lose the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, that year, the Patriots was
Lost in
killing
one game,
everybody.
Mark.
Randy Moss, I mean, Brady had like 50 touchdowns. I mean, they were blowing people out.
Well, I'm sorry, what you say?
No, I'm saying that year, the Patriots was killing everybody. With Randy Moss, I mean, Brady must have had like 50 touchdowns. But they had time. The Giants' defensive front wouldn't give them that time. That's why they ended up losing. I mean, it was great catch in the Super Bowl, too. You know,
But then again, too, I mean, the Giants had a little luck in that first Super Bowl they won because Tom did come down and score, and made it like maybe 17-14, whatever it was. He did come down. He did what he was supposed to do. He came down with with 2 minutes left in the game, and he haven't scored in a while, but he did what he normally does. And the defense didn't come through, and like I said, my man made the catch.
That's what I said. He had a great catch.
No luck on this.
And let me ask y'all something.
Right.
Yeah.
As good as Jerry Rice was, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Joe Montana was throwing that ball to Randy Moss?
Ooh. You think he better than Jerry Rice?
I think he was a lot faster.
I don't know about that.
I think he was a lot faster.
I think with Jerry,
You know what I mean?
think
I don't
Joe
know about
Montana.
Jerry Moss is one of the best receivers ever.
Yeah.
We about Jerry Rice or
Yeah, Jerry Rice.
I'm talking
Randy
about
Moss.
Moss would snatch stuff from. If he had a great quarterback,
Yeah.
he would have been off the
Can you
chain.
imagine him with Joe Montana?
What?
Well, you realize that before he came to the Patriots, he was with the Raiders, and his career was about over. You know?
Right.
You know? And when he went to the
Was the
Patriots, he had a
quarterback.
great quarterback. Yeah, but I'm just saying. But no, Jerry Rice is better than Randy Moss. But Randy Moss is one of the greatest wide receivers ever. But I would go with Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Consistency, yeah, I would go with it.
Consistency, yes. But as far as a great receiver, I think
Jerry
Moss
Rice
would go over
Moss was
2
special.
3 people and snatch.
Nah,
you know.
He was definitely special.
Oh boy, you got to remember something too, though. Jerry Rice did have Joe Montana and Steve Young, so he had a great quarterback too all the time in his whole career.
Yeah.
You got to have a great quarterback. Pass you the ball.
Jerry Rice made Steve Young. Steve Young didn't make Jerry Rice. That's no. That's vice versa there, bro.
You got a point there.
That's vice versa there.
Yeah, but every
49er fan, I have to say Pass was right on that.
Every
great
Steve Young wasn't that great.
Right, yeah. Jerry Rice made Steve Young.
That's right. For the 49er fan at the time.
Every great quarterback needed a great receiver.
That's right.
They need each other just like a foot in the shoe.
Right.
And neither one of them no good without the other.
Right.
But Bruce, you know what? That's why I give Tom Brady so much credit. Because other than Jerry Rice, he ain't never had a great wide receiver.
You mean Randy Moss?
Randy Moss.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Randy
Rather than Randy Moss, he didn't have another. He never had another wide receiver.
He had some great tight ends, though.
Oh, yeah.
Antonio Brown won that MVP in that Super Bowl with Tom Brady. The wide receiver branch. He got the MVP.
Oh, really? What Super Bowl was that?
With New England.
Okay. All right. That was one of the first ones?
He wasn't a great wide receiver, though, Bruce.
Yeah, but he got the MVP of that game.
Yeah. But he had Tom Brady throwing the ball.
And that goal that y'all said, too, he had a great quarterback.
He had a great quarterback.
Yeah, great quarterback.
But you got to do your part.
You got to do your part. You got to catch it.
You know what I mean?
You got to get out there. All right. Henry, let's start with you on this one, man. The Detroit Lions, they beat the Green Bay Packers 34-31. That was a great game, too, man.
Yeah, that was a great game.
The Packers, how dangerous are they going to be in the NFC, Henry? The Green Bay Packers.
Well, right now, their record is tied with Kansas City at 12-1.
I'm talking about Green Bay.
No, Minnesota.
Green Bay.
Detroit is, yeah.
Okay, so Green Bay is just going to be like the Rams. In the playoffs, in a one-game scenario, Green Bay can upset anybody. Jordan Love's a good quarterback. And this all depends on who they match up with.
Now, but you said they can beat anybody. That means they have a chance to beat
on any given Sunday in a playoff scenario. Their team, if Jordan Love is playing good, the team is playing well, Green Bay has the ability to upset somebody in the playoffs. I believe it. I'm not saying that they can't, but they have the ability to do that. Just like Matt Stafford, if he gets hot, they got the ability they could upset somebody in the playoffs.
All right. Right, I'll pass it.
Yeah, Green Bay is going to be a dangerous out in the playoff because Josh Jacobs, their running back, was a perfect fit over there, man. That boy runs hard. He can catch the ball. And they got those young wide receivers. And Jordan Love, he's so, he's unorthodox. He threw off his back foot. He got a great arm. He can run now. He's healthy. And their defense is getting better. So they're going to be a dangerous team. Detroit don't want to match up against them first, put it that way. They want to let them go around and get some, get some plays. But I don't think Minnesota want to see Green Bay in the playoffs.
I don't think nobody want to see Green Bay.
No, Green Bay's going to be a tough out. Yeah.
But Larry, what you think about Green Bay, man? I mean,
Green Bay is a very good team. You know, when I picked that game, I knew Green Bay was gonna give it to them. You know, because Green Bay can beat anybody on any given Sunday. You know, they got great receivers. They play good defense. They all around got a good team. They just missing one or two people, or they can take Detroit.
Okay, so a lot better about Aaron Rodgers, right?
Without
Definitely.
a doubt.
Definitely.
Aaron Rodgers a bust.
Los Angeles and the NFC. You know, you got those scary teams that might show up, like the Giants showing up at 9-7. Green Bay has the potential of putting up those points as they did against Detroit, and they played Detroit tough. I would be afraid of them. I think Green Bay is just a dark horse. I think so. They play. When you're watching them, wasn't that an exciting game? That quarterback,
yeah,
and he's getting it in, man.
I mean, because Green Bay, they want respect too, and they know they can beat Detroit. I mean, who's the number one seed besides Philly in the NFC? I mean, that'll be big for them. It sends a message. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, it's gonna be tough with whoever they play. Green Bay. The best thing happened with Love, man. They kept him out for a couple of years,
like they did with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and got him right when he came in. He was ready.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But I think they're gonna be a tough out, no matter who they play.
All right, Don. Okay.
Well, I always like Jordan Love. I like Green Bay, and they definitely going to be dangerous. But don't be comparing it to Aaron Rodgers.
No. I said they kept him out while they were playing Aaron Rodgers. No, I didn't compare him to Aaron Rodgers, not at all.
I mean, Aaron's just older, man. I mean,
He's old and he's done, man.
He's not a bad.
Do you think
he's bad now?
Yeah, he's bad now. If he was young, he'd be dangerous.
You think they have a potential of really doing good development with quarterbacks? So you got to think. Go back to Bart Starr. You go back to Matt Makowski, and then go to Brett Favre. I mean, Makowski, they call him Magic, was ahead of him. Favre stayed there for a very long time. Aaron Rodgers shows up. They have Jordan Love. So I think they're being pretty consistent with the quarterback.
Yes. Yeah,
they're doing quite well.
They do great.
Yeah.
But you remember when
but they only got one Super Bowl, right? Out of all that.
Yeah. All that.
You remember when Aaron Rodgers first was going to play, and Brett Favre didn't want to help him.
Right, didn't want to help him. Yeah.
And then here comes Jordan Love, and Aaron Rodgers don't want to help him
either. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, man, these guys.
Is that normal in football though?
No. That's selfish, man.
Yeah, well, there's some selfishness in football. We've seen it a little bit more than just that.
How do you think Justin Fields is handling that Russell Wilson situation
Right.
in Pittsburgh?
He can't afford to say nothing because he had so much going against him with Chicago.
Yeah.
So he can't come to Pittsburgh and fuss again.
But Bruce, let me ask you a question on this.
Russell's playing, man.
All right, but Walt, well, you guys football guys, I know I don't want to sound like I don't know football a little bit, but Cooper Rush, I'm gonna ask you this question again though. All right, and Dak, we know Dak is the man, but for some reason, maybe Dak just got too much pressure on him. It seems like Cooper Rush.
Call the game different.
It's like Cooper Rush is more.
Did you watch that game?
I watched the guy.
He was terrible last night, man. He was terrible. Almost won the game. You see all them passes he missed?
But I mean, Dak was doing the same.
No,
Dak was doing interceptions and stuff.
Come on, man.
No, Dak was doing interceptions.
Listen, there's nowhere in the world.
Dak doing interceptions.
There's not a quarterback that ever played the game that didn't throw.
No, but I'm saying to you.
So you can't compare that.
Do they play?
I'm saying, watch out. Let me ask you this.
They're playing about the same. They're playing about the same.
Who would you rather have?
That's what I'm asking you.
You think
I'm not a football man.
You think Cooper Rush will ever be up for MVP?
No.
Because he ain't playing. No, he won't. But what I'm saying,
Dak was.
But Bruce, listen though.
Yeah, but Dak was.
But Dak be under a lot of pressure. I'm just saying, like to me,
they
Cooper
call
Rush
the game different.
Who called it different for?
Listen, the offensive, whoever calls the offensive play.
Why they call it
How
different?
many calls? Because he don't have.
Right, go ahead.
Cooper Rush don't have no.
Maybe I'm talking about
This one difference in the Dak with what you see in Dallas now, and when Dak was playing the running game, because remember the early part of the year, they had no running game. Now this guy, and they got now what's his name, Bruce?
Donnell.
Donnell.
Yeah, you see how well he's running. So because he's running, you know, it makes difference. And Cooper Rush, he gets the ball out quicker, but he's not as accurate as Dak. Dak's a little more accurate, even though Dak's no interceptions, but he's a little more accurate. But the running game, to me, that's the difference of why you see it, because this last week he ran for 100-some yards. He had maybe 100 yards last night.
130
I mean,
something. Yeah, he
With
alive.
that,
or whatever. So that's the difference of why the offense is looking better, because when Dak was in there, it was one-dimensional. They had no running game.
exactly.
All right, okay.
Absolutely.
Go ahead,
And that's what what Henry was saying is dead on. One, Cooper Rush is a good backup. He's not Dak Prescott. Even though
Right.
Dak ain't won nothing and we always kill him. You know, if Dak went on the market right now, he would be one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. Somebody would suck him up, you know, because look at you know, a lot of teams that need him, but they simplified the play calls. But like you said, that kid Dowdle, I was watching, I said, man, he's running. At the beginning of the year, remember Bruce, I was saying, you ain't got no running back. This kid looked good. He had 100 yards against the Giants. He had over 100 yards last night. And if you can run the ball, the play action. But now CeeDee Lamb is hurt. I was surprised they're doing the jet sweeps, and the brother got a torn cartilage or something in the shoulder. He said anytime he fall, he ain't got to get tackled. It hurt.
Right.
And they doing jet sweeps with him. I was like, wow.
And what? Remember in the beginning of the season, you were saying that Zeke was going to be the feature back.
No, I said, yeah.
That's why I was saying that he wasn't, because I knew they had Rico. But then they went away from the running game. When they got Dak back there, it's 70% of their offensive passes.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush, 70% of their offensive running.
Right.
If they'd have used this guy when Dak was back there, man, can you imagine the offense would have opened up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They didn't run him.
No.
You know what I mean? They run on one play, put him on the sideline, bring Zeke in one, put him on. You can't get in the game like that.
Then let's go. Well, Larry, what you think, man? Because I just brought up, it's like to me that, you know, this, Cooper Rush, seems like he's more relaxed, or the offense is more relaxed. You know, I mean, because when Dak out there, it's like a lot of pressure. Dak Prescott, Dak. And I don't know if he can handle that pressure in Dallas. That's all I was just saying. Look like if they're more relaxed.
He's more relaxed, because all you got to do is
whatever it takes, whatever.
They're more relaxed because they got nothing to lose. They got nothing to lose.
Huh?
He can play as bad as he wants to.
Right, Larry?
When you're coming off the bench and you got a losing season, all they doing is looking for a little bit, just a little bit of good. They're not looking for a whole lot because they know you ain't gonna do that. You know, so we building up more than it should be. You know, he's a backup quarterback, and he's playing where a backup quarterback should play.
And the running game, let's face it, that made a big difference.
Sure.
You know, Dak didn't have, because I remember Pastor saying it for real, Dak didn't have it in the beginning. He was doing all that throwing. Rush ain't got to do all that throwing. Maybe if he had to, we see a different Rush, the same one we see. Okay. I don't see Dallas any better or any worse at this point. But
that's just the play calls now, because they ain't got a quarterback that can throw it all over the field.
Right.
And so they have to resort to the run.
All right. Okay, Kendall, go ahead, bro, on that. Then I'll move on.
Well,
What do you think?
I'm thinking, like I said, I was watching Cooper Rush and I was excited about him. I think Dak Prescott is very talented. He must pass some sort of eye test. I guess, you know, he must be a physically imposing quarterback because he gets all these passes, you know. And like you said, when he's in there, they're one-dimensional. This kid was running, man. This kid was doing his thing. It was like he was playing for his life. I personally think they got a better chance at winning with Cooper Rush, but you know, Dak Prescott's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Say it again. Now you're a football man. No, go ahead.
I just gave a personal.
No. Okay.
I thought about it for a
You
second.
said, well, they have a better chance of winning. Hold on.
I got a question. Go ahead.
You talking about a $60 million quarterback and a $5 quarterback.
Listen, Cooper Rush couldn't even start on the Giants, man. Cooper Rush couldn't even start on the Giants, man.
I said he needs to open up some worms. You gotta let him
opinion.
That was funny.
I hesitated for a little bit. I think
Yeah, the better chance to win it.
I was watching him and watching this
What
guy
you put in the
play.
midst, Jerry?
I know. Listen, like I say, Dak Prescott is talented. I'm not knocking him at all. Like I say, he must pass the eye test. He must be like a talent. But sometimes you got somebody like, to me, I watched Cooper Rush, and I thought he had a little rumble in his blood. And I just thought that, you know, I mean, he just seemed like
Say it again.
more.
Say it again. Say it
They
again.
have a better chance.
Don't be scared of Bruce. Don't be
scared of nobody.
I'll pick up that champion. It might be spiked a little bit, Bruce. It might be spiked. It's holiday champion.
I think
They're going to play that back.
Statistics. What did he do on the ground?
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Just this here. If Dak had some running in his game when he was out there doing all that throwing, or was running the way he was running, don't you think they would have probably went a little further? Because that's why I see make the real difference.
That's where the IQ. That's where the football IQ comes in. Dak is he's a talented player. He's, like I say, physically opposing. Sometimes when Dak's out there, man, and like he's running, and I mean, Dak, you got 7 yards right in front of you. You know what I mean? Dak will go to he's looking.
Look,
like
that's a coach's call.
Okay.
Well,
That's a coach's call. Not giving the running back the ball. That's a coach's call.
Yes, it is.
I think Josh Smith is showing us, and Pat Mahomes are showing us, and Lamar Jackson on how to play outside the pocket. I think once he gets outside the pocket, he's still gonna throw it. He's not trying to run it. He may not be.
See basketball shaking his head and everything.
Good. Well, let's hear a comment.
I told him he couldn't. Cooper Rush couldn't even start on the Giants, man. Listen, Kendall. He's a great backup, but you want to say, like I heard Larry say, he ain't got nothing to lose. He a backup. He's a good backup. He's what you call, it's a great compliment. They need him because Dak gets hurt often, so they know they have a quality backup. But the Dallas is not a better team with Cooper Rush at quarterback than with Zach.
Dak one time?
No.
Dak wasn't back up at first.
Over in rookie year.
Romo never got back.
Was Tom Brady get back up one time?
Yeah, sure he was.
Was Aaron Rodgers a backup?
Yeah. Far.
Yes.
Jordan Love was a backup. Right?
So you saying Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush ain't none of them guys.
Cooper Rush is none of them guys,
None
Jerry.
of them guys.
Cooper Rush ain't none of them guys, man. None of them. Nah, Cooper, you're right, Henry. Cooper Rush ain't none of them guys, man.
None of them guys.
Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is like Pat Riley coming off the bench with the Lakers.
Yeah, he ain't none of them guys now.
That's my whole point.
You and Kendall will be right next year. You come out y'all be right on the ball.
Pass the ball. The only thing I was saying from the beginning, I believe out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, the Cowboys quarterback, Dak Prescott, got a lot of pressure because the Cowboys are expected to win. America's team. And I don't think he can live up to the pressure.
Right.
I just think it's too much pressure for him. And when Cooper Rush get in the game, he's playing with no pressure.
Right.
He's playing like we're just having fun. We play.
Let me ask you this.
You know what, Jerry? Bruce, hold up. But it's always like that with the backup. It's always like that with the backup.
When the defensive team know that 70% of your offensive passing, they blitz more.
Okay.
With Rush, they know he's gonna hand the ball off. Sometimes. But Dak running for his life just about every play.
But Jerry, that's all I'm saying.
But look, remember year before last when Dak got hurt and Cooper Rush came in
and they won like 6 in a row.
4, right?
They won like 4 in a row.
Everybody said, "Oh, he playing better than that. He gonna get a starting job." Where he end up at? I'm talking about with another team. I ain't talking about moving Dak off. Everybody say he played so good that he not gonna be.
But he did.
Why nobody picked him up for no start?
I can't answer that.
But Jerry,
you guys picked Dak.
He's a career backup. That's why.
Okay. And he's good at what he do.
He's good at what he do backup.
Okay, so if you're the one last night, and they're the one 3 in a row, all right, he's the backup, the one 3 in a row. What you started to do? You started with 3 in a row? Oh, you got quiet. Oh, everybody got quiet.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jerry.
What we trying to say?
if you the one
Don't
three,
forget
if we
they
the
went
one
12
three in a
and
row.
5. They went
I
12
ain't talking about last year.
I'm
3
sure.
years in a row.
3
years in a row.
As a backup, if
You can't throw that out.
if you won 3 in a row, and then you started and went 3 in a row, so he's a backup.
And when you,
Anytime
anytime
Hey,
you
Jerry.
go
Jerry, you made a good point, though. Jerry, you made a good point. You said it might prove out that Dak can't handle the pressure. That is a good point. That don't mean he's not a good quarterback. There is a lot of pressure being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. It might prove out that he can't handle, that pressure. But I'm saying that you made a good point. But Cooper Rush is still not a better quarterback. But it might prove out that he can't handle that pressure.
You win, you're a better quarterback. I don't care about you. I don't care about your talent. If I go in the game and I produce better than you, all right, you might get paid more money, you might have more glamour, you might have more charisma. But if I'm winning, okay, and they're playing more relaxed with me, then I might be a better all around.
How many of them mints you eat before we came up here?
But Jay, but listen, but if you promote him to the starting quarterback, he gonna get all the critique that Dak's getting. And then it's gonna be right now he ain't getting no critique. He the backup. He ain't got nothing to lose. But if you say, okay, you the man now, that's totally different.
Okay.
I want to insert one thought. Dak during the regular season, Dak got good stats.
Yeah.
His thing is like James Harden. When it comes time to the playoffs, he doesn't do nothing.
Yeah,
Because if you look at that, if you compare that regular season to the playoffs, every time Dick only won one playoff game, and whenever he gets there, he crumbles.
Like Paul George, I got you.
What I'm saying is other players like James Harden,
Paul George.
Aaron Judge
for the Yankees.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Judge, right. So see, them guys are great regular season players, but when it comes time to the playoffs, you can't find them.
Right.
And so there's a lot of players like that. So
I just think that
that's different. So
yeah, that might be. I mean,
I'm
can't count that out.
I'm talking about pressure because everybody can't handle pressure. That's what I'm saying.
And it could be because Dennis said there's a lot of superstar players that are like that. If you really critique some of them guys' games, they great regular season, but when it comes time to the playoffs, like we know James Harden's a great player, but what happened to him in the playoffs? Can't find him.
Hey, Eddie, I think I said what Kendall said. They got a better chance of winning. That was the quarter of the night. Kendall said,
but it's like this though. Can Cooper Rush do it in the playoffs? That's the thing. In the playoffs.
7 o'clock.
Hey, next week we're gonna move on the Mets on this side.
Bruce, what they got rum balls going on in there, man?
Hold on. Go ahead, Pastor.
I said, Bruce, what they got rum balls going on in there, man?
Hey, listen, Andy, I got cut off on your NBA. You said the Joker scored 48 points and 56 points in his last 2 games. What was the rest of that topic? I got cut off. I didn't know.
Yeah, so he's the number 2 scorer right now in the NBA. Do you guys think that he's going to win his 4th MVP this season?
I think so.
Wow.
I think
That's
so.
a good question.
But Giannis can turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, Giannis has.
But
Giannis number 1 in scoring. He's like a point ahead of us.
I think he'll get his 4th one.
I'm gonna let you guys answer that if you want to. I gotta ask Walter a question. We had this discussion at home today. We were talking sports. Me, my son Jerry, and Jermaine. You guys are Laker guys. I got a question for you all. Would you trade Anthony Davis for Giannis?
Yeah.
You would?
What?
Oh yeah.
That's a question.
That's a no-brainer.
You trade Anthony for Giannis?
2 times in a heartbeat.
But the guys wouldn't trade him. They said no way. They
what? I said yes.
You said yes, but they said no. I said the same thing.
What do you say?
What do you say?
Hey,
I say,
Jerry,
yeah.
and Jerry, and now's
Yeah.
the time to do it because Anthony Davis is actually more like we thought he was going to be. But
Yeah.
Giannis got more upside because Anthony Davis don't bring it every night. Giannis has that passion.
Yes, the argument they were saying is that in Milwaukee, he's the man. He's the franchise player. But if you play with LeBron in LA, he's gonna be like Anthony Davis' second fiddle.
No.
He'll be the man,
No.
but he won't. He'll never outshine.
LeBron was
He'll
looking
never
to
be
give it to AD.
Right.
AD the one blew that.
Right.
LeBron would be happy to turn that torch over just to win.
Okay.
You know what, Don? You're right. Now, LeBron would say, look, AD, get us to the playoffs, and then I'll take us to the ring. But he can't do it. You know what I'm saying? LeBron would be happy.
LeBron would average double-figure assists every night if Giannis was on that team.
Go ahead, Henry.
Yeah, but this is what I would say on this on the defensive side, you're gonna take a step back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Giannis is not the defensive player that Anthony Davis is.
No.
So you have to wait that. Yeah, you have to wait that.
Would you make that trade? Would you make the trade?
No, I would not.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I like Giannis, believe me. Now, would I like to have Giannis and Anthony Davis together? Absolutely. I would trade LeBron James for Giannis, right? Because Giannis is younger. But what I'm saying, Anthony Davis, as far as on the defensive side, you know how many block shots and stuff that he does for the Lakers? So, I mean, the Lakers ain't a great defensive team as it is.
Okay.
But you can get another minded player to fill that role. Right now, you got AD filling 2 spots. You can get another defensive minded player to fill that spot. You know,
Right.
the AD's doing.
You can find your defensive player just to block the middle out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can get another defensive player. Don't worry about getting those shots. Just block up the middle, play that spot, and let Giannis play Giannis.
I can see one thing, Henry. You will keep AD and keep on losing. That's exactly what will happen.
No, but what I said, because what I would say, this is all I would say at this, to me, at LeBron James at his age at this time, if they would trade, if Milwaukee would say, we'll trade Giannis for LeBron, I would make that trade, keep Anthony Davis. I had them 2 guys. That would be me.
That's a bad trade for Milwaukee, man.
Trade LeBron.
No, it's a bad trade for Milwaukee, right?
That's a bad trade for Milwaukee, man.
Right.
They was talking today about LeBron going to Golden State. You guys see any of that?
There's been talk about that.
What do you think about that?
Saying that. But Jerry, you said about the Joker, unless he break his leg, man, I think he might win it. You know, I was looking at that. He just passed Magic Johnson for the triple-double. We talking about a center. You know, he just passed Magic for triple-double. Man, I got to give him his juice now, man. That boy he's a bad man. He's better than Shaq. I seen that debate, and I definitely agree with. I think he's better than Shaq.
You know what? It looked like he turned it up a notch.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Bruce. It looks like he turned it up a notch.
Well, you are not on the last couple shows. It's about 7:04. This is my question for you again. To you, who's going to be the next face of the NBA after LeBron retired? The next face of the NBA. The next, you had Dr. J, Michael Jordan, LeBron. Because LeBron's 40 years old, he'll be 40 in December. Okay, there ain't too many years left. Steph is old. Kevin Durant is old. Who will be the next player that's going to be the next Doc, Michael, and LeBron that you see right now playing in the NBA?
Man, too bad. The thing is, it might be a foreign player. What you thinking? I mean,
Luka.
Might be a foreign player.
That's the passer too. I'll go around with that.
I don't know, Jerry.
Huh?
Light skin and curly hair.
It would help.
You know, while LeBron the face did.
No.
He ain't light skin and that curly
what
hair.
I'm saying to you, you take Jaylen Brown and you take Jason Tatum. They'll push Jason Tatum faster.
Tatum.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, I'm saying, they would push Tatum faster than him. But right now, I'm going to tell you.
Come on now.
Luka blowing it right now.
I want to tell you, too, I was wrong about John Morant, too. I didn't think he'd be that good when he came back this year. Man, that slam I seen the other night backwards on Porzingis. Oh, my God.
Reputation going to mess him up.
We're right.
Reputation going to mess him up.
I was watching Minnesota. I was watching Minnesota the other night. I saw 4 commercials of Anthony Edwards four commercials. I know he had Sprite. He had I think an AT&T.
Yep.
And I was telling my wife right there. I said they're trying to make him.
Yeah, right.
They're trying to make him the next.
He need a ring though.
Well, Michael didn't have no ring at first, but Michael did.
But
Michael didn't have no ring.
Yeah, but you can't put.
But Michael didn't have no ring though.
Yeah, but you can't put that there.
They're trying to do it though.
Michael actually didn't become the face till after that ring. Now he was up there, but then you had Magic and Bird. He didn't actually become the face until after he got that ring. He came
Spike
in.
Lee helped him too with the Nike commercials. I said Spike Lee helped him too with the Nike commercials.
Right. But Bruce, I'm not saying he was, but he was the man that the NBA was trying to push to be. He had all the.
Yeah, but Anthony Edwards, he on that track, but he needs a ring though. He needs something to make him stand out.
I agree.
But you know what? Minnesota definitely missed Towns, man.
They do.
They missed Towns bad, man.
Yeah, well,
I didn't think they would.
They got Julius Randle, like you said, here at the team. More than,
and you know what? They're trying to get rid of him. They're trying to get rid of him and the boy that came with him. The boy from Villanova. They're trying to get rid of both of them already.
Who does Minnesota need to go to the next level then? Who would they need?
John Moran.
Oh, now he can't play with Ant. No.
John Moran.
He can't play with Ant.
Oh, I think it'd be good down there. Ingram from New Orleans. Pelicans.
But he stay hurt.
Yeah,
He stay hurt.
But Walker, baby, a GM or Larry, come on, get in on this, Larry. Who the Minnesota? Don't go to sleep on me, Larry. Wake up. Who the Minnesota?
Kansas City, he'll wake up.
Yeah. Who the Minnesota need, Larry, Henry, and Wall? Who the Minnesota need to go to the next level? They went to the Western Conference Finals last year. Who do they need to help the Ant-Man to go to the next level? Minnesota. You guys think about it.
They need a big man.
They need a guard.
Guard too. I'm trying to think of a guard. Yeah.
To me, John Moran. You put John Moran and Anthony Edwards together.
You know who I think? Pablo from Orlando. He would go great over there.
Yeah, he could go.
Pablo Banchero from Orlando Magics. Man, he would be good over there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Or either one of them, what the Walkner brothers?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Franz or Hans or whoever
they need a big man too.
Yeah, either one of them. Or they could use the boy from UConn, Michael.
Just get Giannis.
He bad boy too.
I think
because I'm saying Pablo can score to help Ant-Man. He can score, he can handle, and he's big. He like what, 6'8"?
He's tough. Pablo tough.
He's nice, man.
Yes, he is.
All right.
He out hurt now too, though.
Is Pablo's hurt too?
Yeah, he's been hurt for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, I know the Walkner, one of the Walkner boys is out.
Might have been out a month. He might have been out a month already.
Yeah, we still got it. Who got the picks? Anybody got the picks in front of them?
I don't have them in front of me, but I know. I think Henry went 11-2. Don went 11-2. I know Henry's still leaving overall, and now I'm in second. Oh man, I'm gonna catch you, Henry.
I went 11-2.
You went 11-2, Larry. Yeah.
All right. Hey, Pastor, we'll close out the prayer tonight, man.
Sure, man.
All right.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, first of all, we just want to come and say thank you. We thank you, God, for being God. We thank you, God, for allowing us to come together as brothers, to fellowship tonight, God, to have fun, to lift up the name of Jesus, and just to show that you can have fun and still be in the kingdom. We thank you for these great men that you have assembled here. We thank you for Dr. Green. We thank you for his wife, Doreen, and for a special birthday wish tonight, God. And Father God, we just pray that everyone that's listening to this telecast would know, God, that you can have fun in the kingdom, that you care about every need of your children, God. And we just ask that you will bless every family that's represented here tonight, God. Let this program, let this vision continue to grow and grow and grow. And God, watch over, protect us as we leave this place, for never your presence. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, you guys, we're going to do it again Friday night. When everybody have a blessed week. And, don't forget about the toy drive on December the 21st. I'm just making this announcement. Everyone that's watching at the Music Back Then Performing Theater, 221 Bull Hill Lane in West Haven. And we're going to be a blessing to the needy children this toy drive. So if anybody can donate, we appreciate it.
Hey, Doc,
Huh?
When do you need the toys? Because we're gonna
Well,
go
well,
see.
you can bring your toys either that night or you want to drop them off to the office and let me know. We'll
Okay,
get
I need
together.
5 tickets too.
Huh?
I need 5 tickets too.
5 tickets. Okay. I'll make sure you get them. I'll make sure we
Okay.
get them. Make sure you get them.
All right.
All right, you guys. Friday night, if everybody's available, we're gonna pick it
Yes.
up Friday night, and everybody have a blessed night. God bless.
God
All right,
bless.
y'all have a blessing.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Great show, fellas.